So today I have an important message, and I guess sometimes when it comes to YouTube, you can get a little discouraged because you keep looking at numbers, views, subscribers. Yeah, of course I need all that to be a voice and to get my messages out there. But most importantly, I had to kind of remember why I'm actually doing this, or remember why I was so passionate about it to begin with. I want to be honest with you, like, I've been practicing the law of attraction and all, but I've been getting kind of discouraged, and I know that I want to be a voice so that I can keep people motivated, keep people inspired, and keep people just level-minded. And I decided to send the message of the importance of voting. Now, some people feel that voting, that their votes don't count. Now, I get and understand how and why they think like that, because at some point in my life, I was just like, forget it. The government's just gonna do what they want to do, and who am I? Like, who am I? And why would my vote count? But God gave me a voice. I'm gonna use it. Everybody feels that their voice and, you know, their amendment rights are valid, but why wouldn't your vote count? If you have that mindset because you're not taking the time out in your busy schedule to go do one deed, and that's to vote. We all have our opinions. Mind you, the opinions that we have kind of persuade and sway our decisions one way or the other. What frustrates me is that I don't see a lot of positivity on Facebook, and it gets to the point where you don't even want to be on there anymore. I get messages about what's going on in the election. I don't want to see that one thing, and it just taints and destroys what I've been building with positivity. And so importantly, we have to start conversing about preparation. If you don't like what you see on Facebook in the election specifically, then not only take action, but you have to prepare yourself. That's what my message is about. Prayer and preparation. So I wrote a whole thing on Facebook to try to get it out there, but I don't think it had a huge impact. Not only do we need to vote, but we need to prepare ourselves for not the worst, but prepare ourselves for disagreements, prepare ourselves for disappointment, prepare ourselves for the election. We need to really be prepared, more so because there are some people that may not like you, may not like me. There's some people that may not agree with our lifestyles, that may not agree with a lot of things, or just may be angry individuals. That we can't change. But what we can start to do, not only try to put more positive energy out there, but we need to try to make some sort of a difference. And I know that that may sound cliche, but we have to. Not only does our vote matter, but the livelihood of mankind is at stake here. And I don't think that people understand the severity of what's really going on. It's easy to say, oh, everybody that votes for this specific person, I'm gonna remove. Everybody that votes for that specific person, I'm just gonna disown. I recently took a psychology class, and where I work, I deal with all different types of people. And I work with all different types of people. And I was able to understand a little bit more why people think the way they think, and be cautious of what I may perceive and how I may feel about what other people do, because I wasn't brought up that way. It made me really realize that I was kind of being a little judgmental, and one, I don't want to be that way, but naturally it can come, that emotion can arise because you just don't understand the other individual. Now, sometimes people say things out of their mouth unintentionally and don't even really know what they're saying. People say things out of their mouth without malice, and they just don't know any better. Those are the things that we have to keep in mind when we're making opinions. So see, what I think about the election right now, I'm not going to share, who I'm going to vote for or whether I disagree with this person or not, because that's irrelevant. What I will say is it made me realize more so what I need to do as an individual to better my life, better my household and my family, and just work a little bit harder, because one person can really, if they put their mind to it and energy. So putting your mind to it is one thing, but putting your energy behind a force of larger energy can definitely make a difference. So don't get into the mindset and get frustrated like I've been getting because I feel like my voice is irrelevant, or I feel like my voice isn't carrying any weight. I want people to start having real conversations, because I feel like nowadays all we do, I don't even know where my phone is, but now all we do is we're on our phone, we're scrolling through, and we're seeing things that we don't agree with, and that really taints our soul. It taints us so much that it really changes our conversations with people. It puts energy that makes you so tense, and you're walking around, and really when you need to just relax a little bit. And I want people to start having conversations about the election. I want people to try their best to understand the other side of things. But then again, I want people to not be naive. I want people to understand that some things just may not change, but that doesn't mean that you can't change your atmosphere. Doesn't mean that you can't change your surroundings. Prep for what you need to, and whatever that preparation means to you, make it happen. Because I know for sure, I'm trying to have more intellectual conversations with my peers, with my family, just to really get the conversation going, so that more so we're not out of the loop. Because we need to educate ourselves about this election. We need to educate ourselves about each individual. And mind you, none of the candidates are perfect. We're humans. But what I don't want to happen is we come to the place where we really just have no more mankind.